Here we go. So we'll make a start. Yeah, welcome to another Tai Chi class. Yeah, we'll make a start. What I'll do is I'll get the yeah, I will use this just so you can see my feet a bit better if I put my things out. There we go. Right. So just have your feet which is hopefully something to contrast against the feet. Have your feet shoulder width apart. Sink your hips. So just feel the weight going through the middle of each foot. Hang on, let me just roll these up. And remember, next week there's no class. But there will be 2 more classes after that for the year. So sink down, lengthen through the spine, relax around the jaw, gently breathe in and gently breathe out. Just feel the weight. Just feel your posture. Notice the breathing, and we'll just do this. So you want to make sure your knees are in line with the toes. That you're sinking the hips as you suspend from the head. So you're kind of suspending down from the head. So imagine your head is floating and the rest of you kind of hangs from it. I'll show you that from the side. So I'm looking forwards and listening behind, and really feel the contact through the feet. Gently breathing out and gently breathing in. Keep breathing some more. Notice and follow your breath. And then keep breathing some more. Very slowly come to a halt. So again, pay attention to your legs. So you want to make sure the knees are in line with the toes, and that happens by rotating outwards in your hip joint so that the toes and knees line up. And I was having a private class with my teacher on Tuesday, and we basically got as far as this stance. We started in horse stance, and then we got to this stance, and then that was it. That was my class used up. So relax your shoulders. So the shoulders want to sink, and also you're coming. The shoulders are coming out to the sides, and there's this softening in the muscles of the body, so that the muscles sink, and it's like your supporting bones are floating. So you really want to get your posture. So you're just drawing the toes in, and you sink down, and then what you want to do is you want to let go in the lower back, so that lower back lengthens, and then that should put your weight just behind the ball of each foot, in theory. Relax the jaw, pull through the body, very nice. Now what we're going to do, just going to transfer the weight. So transfer the weight. So we'll be going through the whole of the form today again. So what happens on the Monday class, we have a much longer class and don't do any of the form. And in this class, we have a much shorter class and go through the form. I don't know, it just seems to have worked out that way. So, and those of you that sometimes come on the Thursday morning, I'm going to be moving the Thursday morning online class to a different day, so I can have a dedicated online class and just focus on the people in the hall. I was having too much computer issues, and it was, it's easier if I'm just doing one thing at a time, and having a couple more purely Zoom online classes, as well as the mixed one. The mixed one on the Monday morning at Swaffham Prior seems to work quite well as a kind of Zoomy and roomy class, and that's quite that fits quite nicely. So I'll keep that one going. But But I'm going to be having votes on the Tuesday morning class as to what, you know, if people want to come to it, what things they might like to learn. I'll do like a little survey, and that's even if you can still come to that class after, because you can look at it on YouTube. If you want the link to the YouTube class, I can then, here you go, here's your class, because then you can do it any day of the week. But I want to kind of make it a little bit more, what do people want to learn? And we'll do that. So in the meantime, we are noticing, you want to notice the contact with the feet and the ground and how that changes. And also notice that your knees are lining up with the toes. So it was something I was noticing in class on the Wednesday, how easy it is to, it's not just losing your attention in your mind, that kind of comes out as things not quite working in the visible stuff, in the visible manifestation of the movement. So we're looking at knee alignment today. Okay, now turn the foot, actually take a slightly wider stance. Yeah, we'll do that. Turn the foot in, transfer your weight, make sure this knee is in line with the toes, sink down, then open this hip, close the hip, transfer the weight. So you're kind of knock-kneed, but well, you're not really knock-kneed because your knees are in line with the toes, and then you open, and we're sinking down. We're nice and tall. Close, transfer, open, close, transfer, open, and we're breathing because that's quite important. And see, while you're doing this nice and slow, we're paying attention to what we're sensing, and we're paying attention to what we're doing. So yeah, Mike does a lot more meditating than I do, and you can really feel that in his classes. I went to half of his class yesterday because I had to go teach after, but really good. Highly recommended. Transfer the weight, and then what we'll do is we'll just keep breathing. Nice and tall through the spine. Very good. Keep breathing some more. And so when you're going a bit faster, it's even more tempting for the knee to go out of line. So you want to make a new temptation of having your knee, having your alignment correct all the time. And with practice, you can sense, rather than having to look physically at your alignment, you can actually feel your alignment through practice. I was asking about this on Wednesday, and he was saying about you should be able to sense whether you're in line, aligned or not, just through your sheer proprioception and your kinesthetic awareness and all that. So, okay, and then raise the arms up. And we're all breathing. Oh. Fabulous. Okay, have a little shake out. Any questions before we move on about alignment or anything like that? Or we are all experts. Or feel free to do a question. It could be about, oh, that's a good idea. It could be about like, I don't know, any specific move maybe we want to look at instead of going through the whole thing. Although, you know, it's quite nice to do the whole thing. I'll just pause for. Anyone got any?
I was going.
Right, so we had a thing on if you wanna straighten the foot. I'll just share that for the video. You can actually move the heel to straighten the foot, and also if you want the knee in line with the toes, what I tend to do is I tend to approach it from the hip joint, and then it's all very exciting. Okay, let's do bounce and shake, and then we'd better do a little bit of standing as well, because that's another good way. The standing in the olden days, the kind of standing for a long time seemed to be the priority, whereas actually it's not the length of time that you're standing for, it's whether you're standing correctly or not that really, I think, needs to be the priority. So we're going to try and do that a bit later, but let's just get our bodies nicely engaged and connected. So this is bounce. Let's do shake. So when you're doing shake, see if you can connect the whole of your body and feel the movement throughout the whole body at the same time. So I find shake a bit more trickier than bounce. Bounce is a little easier because you're using gravity. But Eva's brilliant at shake. It looks amazing when she does it. It's fabulous. Okay, back to bounce again. And then we'll use the bounce when we're doing this movement, you see. Okay. Yeah, when we have our water break, I'll maybe try moving the camera because I'm still getting used to this new one. So relax the palms of the hands. Keep going, everybody. I will hold out my palm. So relax the palms of the hands. They want to be nice and wide, and also the fingers not soft but not hard. This firmness in the fingers, so you can feel it right. There you go. There's your fingertips, right to the ends of the fingertips. Very good. And we're operating from a calm place. And just let the arms drop. Oh, that's it. You want to let the arms drop with gravity. And that we're all breathing, aren't we? Very good. And you just want to. Okay, now turn the palms up so that you're pivoting around the, I'll just show the elbow joint. Elbow joint. So, and you also feel a widening across the chest. If I just do one arm, actually, yeah, we'll do one arm at a time. I'll come a bit closer for this. So you do one arm, and that's it. And when you're doing one arm, there's a slight turn with your hips and shoulders, with your waist, the waist. I'll show from the side. So this bit needs to relax, this bit needs to sink down, and we're turning. And See if you can get the arms, the hands to kind of expand. Just for now, get your hands to get the palm to expand as you turn. So you want to keep the sensation right to your fingertips. It's this open feeling in the palms. How we do? Yeah, very good. And what I'm doing is I'm putting my Laogong point over my Chihu point. I'm feeling that shoulder joint doing its thing. This movement is what happens in Step Back and Repulse the Monkey movement. This opening of the whoops, my feet are out of line. This opening of the shoulder joint. We're all breathing. There you go. No. Yeah. So what? Yeah. Okay. Stop a minute. You want to make sure your weight stays in the middle. It will move a bit, but not intentionally. So you want to, when you're doing a movement, you want to really pay attention to what you are doing. And then we've got these little pictures, so you can see yourself doing a thing when you're on Zoom, which is one of the advantages of Zoom learning. You get your own picture you can look at. And then what you do, and then you've got what I'm doing. And there will be natural differences because obviously we're all different people. We think different, we move different, we've got different shapes, we're different ages. So it's going to be different. But you want to look at the principle of what's going on and try and match the principle of the movement of what I'm doing with what you're doing and try and get them close together. And so when I'm doing this, actually I'll show it from the diagonal view. When I'm doing this, I'm opening my hands and I'm keeping a kind of firmness in the fingers and an alertness in my hands. And the alertness in the hands is actually an indication of what's going on in my mind. So in the Tai Chi Classics, it says first in the mind. First in the mind. So you want to be present and aware of what you're doing when you're doing it. Then it's easier to match what's happening with what you're doing to what the instructor's doing, taking into account it's going to look different because we're all different. Yeah, I think that's right. So I'm doing this. So I'm turning. Now, my weight is staying in the middle. Because I'm turning a bit, it will move, but you want to avoid this. You want to avoid doing any of this stuff. You want to stay central when you're doing it. So look at your picture. If your picture is doing that, that's what you're doing. But try and get yourself to do this without too much lateral movement in your yeah. But there will be little micro movements of the weight because obviously at this point there's more weight this side and that side or something because of the weight, the distance of the arm. So it will move a little bit, but you're not aiming to move. So how's that? Yeah, and then you want to feel this is opening and this is relaxed. Oh, excellent. Right, that was so exciting. We'll do the other side. So check your posture first. Rest your hand. Sink your shoulders, sink your hips. Allow your lower back to open. And then float up through your own head. So the floating and the lengthening comes from the inside. Okay. And then we'll just... Oh, and we're breathing. And then you want to practice your sleepy tiger eyes. So you can move your head with the body, or you can keep your head still, whichever version you do, because that's a bit of leeway for you, because one way will feel more natural than the other. Whichever one you do, you've got your soft focus gaze. So you want to be, yeah, brilliant. Okay, that was great. Right, now, when you do the both together, there's no turn, and you're just softly gazing forward, and the weight staying in the middle, and then the bounce thing seems to happen more. So try that now. That's better, isn't it? So like earlier, I twiddled the thing of the camera so the picture would be clearer and more focused. What we need to do is we need to do that with our mind so that the movement we're doing becomes clearer and more focused. So yeah, these moves can be perceived as being deathly dull. Oh God, why doesn't she just get on with it and we do the next thing? Well, once you get into them, they become really fascinating because you can feel all this stuff happening in your body and your mind while you're doing these relatively straightforward, deceptively straightforward movements. And it's, yeah. Okay, and then what we'll do, we'll change to this one. So think about your structure. Think about your alignment. Note, actually, not think about, observe your alignment while you are noticing what you are sensing. There you go. So, yeah, you know, this is a martial art. So I was at Savat class on Monday, French kickboxing class, and we were practicing techniques on each other and kicks and punches, very, very, very light sparring with not much contact. And you've got to watch what you're doing, but you've also got to watch what your training partner is doing. Because the thing I really like about the Cambridge Academy is they're very into safety and look after your partner and be nice to them, because you want them to come back and train with you. You want to be a good training partner. Because if you end up hurting people, you end up not having anyone to play with you. You know, very sensible. And it's a similar kind of thing here. You want to be a good observer. So you're observing what you are doing and what you are noticing, and then every now and then have a look at what whoever's at front is doing and saying, does this match? You know, because you might have, you know, you might be wrong. So there we are. That's not looking bad at all. Okay, just relax more. Just want to calm the mind and tune in. So underneath all the observation, underneath all the sensing, is this very quiet, calm place. So moving from stillness within movement. And that's all very, very nice. So yeah, and we're breathing. Okay. We'll have a look at this properly at some other point. Let's just do 4 more. Ready, go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Marvellous. Okay. Nice and relaxed. Oh. So you should feel your body a bit better. I'll just, there we are, and we're doing this. Very good. This is like when Swaffham Priors had an outbreak of traffic lights. And I got stuck behind one and it was red, and then I went to another one and that was red, and then there was another red one, and it was a bit like, oh. So there we go. You just want to, just let it drop, or you'll just, it's quite like, I like this one. It's good. When Master Chung did it, it just looked amazing, but I've not really. And again, think about the palms of your hands, nice open in the palms, and tall. Remember, you're sinking and suspending and feeling this elongated feeling in the body, and sinking. Oh, relax around your jaws, everybody. Let's get them all like, See if you can get your face to relax as well. That does help. Very good. Okay, 4 more for fun. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're, oh gosh, right, okay, we better get and do the form. I hadn't realised how late it was. I'm sorry. Otherwise, we'll spend the entire hour doing loosening and we'll feel really great. And then it'll be like, oh, we're supposed to be having tea now. We haven't had a chance to do the form. So let's rectify that. But this will help with the form, because you have very nicely moving waists and engaged and connected bodies. And it will be perfect, almost perfect. Okay, and then I'll just show you that from the. So you want the shoulder joint nice and free, and this lovely bounce in the beautiful, everybody. That is fabulous. That is really fabulous. Okay, and then that one. Breathing, marvellous. Open the hands, sink the hips. Okay, shake out. I think we'll leave the loosening for now, because that's. Let's pause for a quick water break, and then we'll go and just do the form lots of times. Okay, I'll pause the video. Right, we've had a water break. I've moved the camera to somewhere I hope is better, and let's go through the whole of the form. I may need to move around a bit, but let's have a look. That's not quite right, the angle. Oh. Okay, that will have to do. I'll hopefully with time I'll know what's the best angle to use. So 24 step. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. And begin. So raising arms, bring the hand in. I'll call out the moves. Sink your hips. Hands float down. Transfer your weight. So on the Fridays I mirror. Turn your right foot, push out, gather under, hold the ball. So you've got your left foot forward. Yeah, I'll have to go this way a bit. And then step. Part the wild horse's mane. Sink back and turn, hold the ball. Turn out again. Step up. Step, Part the wild horse's mane. Tall through the spine, sink back and turn. Turn out again. Step. Part the wild horse's mane. Right, I'll show this from the front now so you can mirror. Hold the ball, then cat stance. Get yourself in a good cat stance. Nice big ball, this time side step. Grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings and then 20% of the weight in the front foot. Then drop the right hand by the hip, then your left hand. Then raise the knee to brush the knee and push. Twist step. Brush knee, oops, too close to the wall, sorry, push. Sink back and turn, twist step. Brush knee and push. This time spear hand with your right hand. Your right hand, cut down. Go into right, left cat stance. Now you raise the knee, going to play the peeper, left rooster stance. Nice and tall. Turn on the heel as you go into step back and repulse the monkey. Turn on the ball of the foot. Step back and out. Transfer your weight to repulse the monkey. Turn, turn. Step out and back. Repulse the monkey. Turn, turn. Turn, turn. Sink forward. Hold the ball. Now when you've got your ball, you sink back down, and then cat stance. Okay. Left bow and arrow stance, transfer the weight, inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Turn. Bend both arms. Ward off. Double-handed push. Sink back and turn. So we're kind of pausing a bit when we're doing this one for now. We'll do a more flowing version second time round. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. One, two, three, 4, 5. Single whip. Nice big bow and arrow stance. Nice wide base to operate from. Then you turn on your heel, raise your left hand to the right wrist. Drop your right hand. Then hold the ball, and then you transfer, step, rotate and shift, and then step. Heel toe out 3 times with your left foot. So that was the first time. Then you bring your right foot in. Then you step out the second time with the left foot. And then you bring your right foot in. And then you step out with the left foot for the third time. And then this time you go into single whip. 1, 2, 3. Just take your time. Make sure you're doing the movement as correctly as you can. 4 and 5. And just really settle into that single whip. Now transfer your weight into your right foot. Bring your left foot into left cat stance. Then you high pat on horse. Then open your right hand, block over left leg. Then you open and just go into cat stance. I'm going to have to go a little bit further back, otherwise I'm going to kick those books over and I'll get told off. So you come up, you kick, you come back, rooster stance to the corner with your right foot. Bring the hands down and the foot down. Make a fist with both hands and then grasp the tiger's ear. Stay nice and upright. And remember, you want to look the tiger in the eye. Grr. Okay, now you sink back, open the hands, turn. Look to the side wall where you're going. Push out, gather under, hold the ball. So your knee should be pointing towards the corner. Now when you raise the knee, move the knee so that it faces the side. Then you kick out, then you come back. Now put the foot down and then use your toes, use the ball of the foot to move so that you're facing the wall. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, transfer the weight, 5, twizzle on the ball of the foot, lengthen through the spine again, 6, push down with your left hand, 7, golden cockerel stance on left leg. Remember, I'm mirroring, and you've got your tiger's mouth. Then you go 1, and use that. That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, push down as you transfer the weight, 7, golden cockerel stance on right leg. Then step, fair lady works at shuttles, first corner, sink back, turn, push out, gather under, hold the ball, second corner. So this is quite tricky on Zoom. Third corner is the short corner, 2, 3, 4, so that's going that way. Fourth corner, sink, turn, push out, gather under, hold the ball. Step up with your right foot, step up with your left foot, high block. Sink the hips, searching for the golden needle at the bottom of the seabed. Now you push down with this leg, now you come up, big step out with your left leg, fan through back. Sink back and turn. Now with your right hand that comes around, raise the leg in the hand, hidden punch. Now you step, transfer the weight, parry and punch. Sink back and turn. Get the crook of the elbow, come out. So I've finished over here a bit because I've had to move while teaching the form, but you should have hopefully ended up back in a very similar spot to where you started. If you're really good, you end up in exactly the same spot. But there you go. That was one time. I reckon we've got time to go through it again, but what we'll do is we'll go a little quicker. Before we start, any questions? No, we are all experts. Brilliant, okay. Fabulous. Before we start, let's just go back to this one, just to make sure our waists are happy. We've got happy and content waists. I'll go a bit further forward actually, so I don't knock my impromptu curtain over. And we're all breathing, aren't we? Marvellous. And we're nice and tall through the body. That's it. So you want to own your space. You want to feel comfortable. Comfortable. From a comfortable, clear and relaxed place, you can really pay attention. And we're all breathing. Fabulous. Okay, sun and moon. So when we're going into the form, we've got the sun and moon, and because it's quite simple, we can flow it. So think of the movement as being this flowing, fluid, slow and smooth thing. And then when you do the form, you want to be smooth and soft and flowing when we're doing it. So soft, flowing and smooth. And aligned and connected and all that. From a calm and quiet place. Yeah. So check your alignment before we start. Tall through the body. Relax around the jaw, lengthen. So you're sinking the hips, feeling the ground under your feet, suspending from your head. Feeling the head float as the body hangs. And muscles soft and sinking and an upward feeling in your supporting bones. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. And begin. Sink the hips. Pay attention to your alignment. Pay attention to what you are doing. Turn, push out. Gather under, hold the ball. Heart the wild horse's mane. Let's just go for it. We'll just call the move out. Part the wild horse's mane. Nice open feeling in the body. Part the wild horse's mane. Solid, solid connection to the ground. Sink. This time side step. Grasp the sparrow's tail. White crane spreads its wings. 20% of the weight in the front foot. And continue, keep going. Imagine each movement, all the movements together count as one movement. Brush knee and push. Brush knee and push. This time spear hands cut down. Play the peeper. Beautiful instrument. Step back and repulse the monkey. Step. You're keeping calm and clear, both in your mind and your body movements. Third time. Fourth time. Into hold the ball. So you sink forward and then you turn the waist, hold the ball. Capstone step. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Watch the alignment of your knees and double-handed push. So Just check every now and then, pay attention to your posture and your alignment, sink back and turn. Push out, gather under, hold the ball. Check that you're nice and comfy before you move. Now you move. Inspect the horse's mouth. Roll back. Ward off. Double-handed push. Sink back and turn. Single whip. So spend a bit of time really checking that you're really sitting in that correct posture, as correct as you can. I'm going to get my single whip checked out from Mike, because just in case he's changed things, but in the meantime this will have to do. Transfer the weight. Wave hands like clouds. So this is where the waist turning exercises come into fruition. I'm going to do one more because I've lost count, sorry. Talking about mindfulness. And then, there we go, into single whip. So take your time. Take your time getting it just so. Really, this is like, this is where you get your publicity shot. Very nice. And then high pat on horse. Block over left leg. Kick with right leg. I'm just going to hope I missed the books. Yeah, I missed. Grasp the tiger's ears. Keeping calm and composed. Kick with left leg. Snake creeps down. Golden cockerel stands on left leg. Snake creeps down. Golden cockerel stands on right leg. Fair lady works at shuttles. So we will at some point get round to looking at this in great nauseating detail on a Monday evening. That one I'm keeping on as a Zoom option as well, if you can't come. It's quite good fun. And then high block, down. Allow your weight to settle. Settle in your, just before the fan through back. Now make a great big step. Big bow and arrow stance. Fan through back. So you feel it fanning out through your back. Now sink back, turn, make a fist. Bring your right foot and right hand in. Check your posture nice and tall. Now you come up, cover the fist, hidden punch, step, parry and punch, double hand push, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. And make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together and back. Great. Okay, let's just, that's good to be able to go through it twice, isn't it? Hopefully, so remember, no class next week, but hopefully the week after, maybe I'll spend a little less time looking at the loosening ad nauseum. We'll maybe be able to even do it 3 times. Okay, yeah, let's just close. We'll do 3 of these, and then we'll do 3 embrace tigers. Make sure our faces look super young, and then 3 more, and then that'll be it. And then we can all go and have a nice cup of tea and go and lie down in a quiet room, a dark and quiet room. Okay, here we go. And then we just, again, pay attention to your alignment. Keep breathing some more. Oh, fabulous. Oh, I lost count. Sorry. Rub the hands together. Hang on. And polish the face. So think smooth-faced thoughts. Very good. Ah. And rub your hands together and then give your lower back a rub. Oh, what a relief. That's so nice. Okay. That's my favourite bit. Well, I like all of it, but that's my favourite bit. But anyway, here we go. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So you want to really get into your inner solidity and resilience and calmness and clarity. Very clear. Oh. Own your space. Check your posture. Again, watch your alignment. And then make a fist of the right hand, left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and bow. Well, weren't we? Brilliant. Well done. Fabulous. Right, I'll just stop the video. Hang on. Where's that? Yeah, cool. Yeah.